Whiteoak Capital Digital Bharat Fund is a fund which is designed to capture the potential of India's booming digital economy. But is it the right fit for your investment portfolio? Let us take a closer look through an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi, welcome to holisticinvestment.in. We help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decisions to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. But before analyzing whether investing in this fund will be suitable to our investment portfolio or not, let us first understand what is Whiteoak Capital Digital Bharat Fund. So, as an NFO, it opens on 28th September 2024 and closes on 4th October 2024. And some of the key features of this fund are: it is an open-ended fund type. It belongs to the category of equity sectoral technology. It has BSE Tech TRI as its benchmark index, and there is an exit load of 1% if you choose to redeem it within 1 month. But there is no entry load, and the minimum investment amount you need to start investing in this fund is just 500 rupees. And the fund managers for this fund are Mr. Ramesh Mantri and Mr. Piyush Bharanwal. And according to the riskometer, the risk involved in this fund is very high. So now, if you take a look at the primary investment objective of this fund, is that this fund aims to capitalize on this trend, which is by investing in the technology and tech adjacent companies aiming for long-term wealth creation. So as India's digital economy expands, this fund aims to leverage the tech landscape, offering investors a pathway to benefit from ongoing digital transformation in India. So now we can see how this fund briefly works, and we have understood a few basic details about this fund. So let's move on to analyzing whether investing in this fund is worth it or not. How we are going to analyze whether investing in this fund will be worth it or not by is analyzing the pros and cons of investing in this fund. So let's start with the positives first. One of the major advantage, one of the biggest advantage of investing in this fund is the exposure to India's growing digital economy. That is, its focus on India's rapidly growing digital sector. So with more businesses moving online and increased digital adoption across industries, this fund offers exposure to the companies leading this transformation. And there is also another advantage called high growth potential, because India's digital landscape is still in its early stages of expansion, which means there's a lot of room for growth. This fund taps into sectors like fintech, e-commerce, IT services and more, all of which have the potential for high returns as the digital economy evolves. And there is another advantage called diversification across the digital sector. So although the focus is on digital, the fund doesn't just invest in one type of company. It covers a wide array of businesses within the digital space, from startups to established tech giants. This diversification spreads risk and increases the potential for returns across different sectors. And finally, another advantage is the benefit from government initiatives. So the Indian government is pushing for a digital India with policies and incentives designed to promote digital infrastructure and innovation in the coming future. So this fund aligns well with these initiatives, potentially benefiting from future policy support. Now, if you take a look at the potential drawbacks, which are the disadvantages, the cons are the one, you have sector specific risk. So while the digital space is growing, it is also highly competitive and volatile. So this fund is heavily concentrated in one sector, which means it's more exposed to industry specific risk like regulatory changes, technological disruptions or shift in consumer behavior. Another drawback is the higher volatility. So the focus on digital companies, especially mid-sized or emerging ones, can lead to higher volatility. These companies often experience rapid price fluctuations, which can impact the fund's performance, especially in the short term. Another drawback is the limited defensive stock. Since the fund is centered around the digital economy, it has limited exposure to traditional defensive sectors like utilities or consumer staples. So in times of market downturn, these sectors often provide stability, which may be missing here. Another bigger potential drawback you need to understand is this fund, Whiteoak Capital Digital Bharat Fund, is a thematic fund. So it has a thematic fund kind of risk. So being a thematic fund, it is focused on a specific theme. So the theme here is the digital economy. So the downside to thematic fund is that they are narrowly focused, which can limit diversification, because if this theme underperforms, the fund's return will also be impacted significantly. This makes it a riskier choice compared to broader market or sectoral funds. And another final potential drawback is the dependence on the economic growth. The success of the digital sector is closely tied to the overall growth of the economy. If the Indian economy faces a slowdown, digital companies might struggle, which in turn could affect the performance of this fund. You need to consider all these potential drawbacks as well as the advantages before choosing to invest in this fund. You need to weight in your risk tolerance and see how it aligns with your investment objective and whether investing in this will be worth it or not. So now, what is the final takeaway from our analysis on the Whiteoak Capital Digital Bharat Fund? So as you can see from the analysis that this fund offers a unique opportunity to tap into India's digital revolution, making it an attractive option for growth-oriented investors. However, as a thematic fund, it comes with a higher level of risk and volatility. So whether investing in this fund will be suitable for your investment portfolio or not is completely up to you as an investor. So you need to make sure to assess your risk tolerance and investment goals carefully before jumping in to decide to invest in this fund. Our personal opinion is that this is not a beginner friendly fund or even a very slightly low risk kind of fund for you to start your investment journey in, because if you are just a first time investor and just starting to invest, this fund might not be suitable for you. And also, according to the riskometer, this fund does have a high level of risk compared to other funds, especially because it's a thematic fund. It follows a specific theme, which means it's highly concentrated in a specific theme. So if it underperforms, it will also impact the fund return. So if you're a conservative investor who's not willing to take any kind of risk, then also you should avoid investing in this fund. But if you still want to invest in a digital thematic fund, then you can invest in other existing digital thematic funds with a good track record, because this is an NFO and we are yet to see how it will perform. We do not have the track record or the data to assess what kind of risk we are taking here. We are not able to take a calculated risk here. But if we have a track record with other existing digital thematic funds, with a track record, when I mean track record, I mean a track record of at least 7 to 10 years, because in 7 to 10 years the market cycle would have also gotten completed. So we can know what kind of risk we are taking, because we can understand how it has performed in the highs and lows. That's why you need to choose funds with a good track record of at least 7 to 10 years. And this fund is also not suitable if you're looking for funds to add your core investment portfolio to achieve your core financial goals, because we do not know what kind of risk we are taking. So it's better if you do not add it to your core investment portfolio. But if you're wanting to experiment just to see how this fund will perform, then for a trial basis you can invest it through a satellite portfolio when you have surplus money by a minimum investment. And then later on over the years, if you see this fund is performing well and it's giving good returns, then you can increase the investment amount according to what you see fit. And also, as I have already said, this is a thematic fund. It comes with thematic fund kind of risk. So it's better if you know market and the timing and you're able to assess the market timing. So if you're someone who has sufficient knowledge about the market, even then it's kind of highly unpredictable and even a little bit harder to crack the market timing. But still, if you're feeling confident about your ability to enter and exit from this digital thematic fund, and you know when to enter when the fund is performing booming, when the theme is booming, and you know when to exit before this fund hits a low, then you can try to invest in it, or even choose to decide to invest in it. But if you do not have that kind of sufficient knowledge, you're not that well versed with the market situation, then it's not suitable for you, and it's best if you avoid investing in the thematic fund like this. But moreover, it's really important for you to consult with a certified financial planner for any kind of professional guidance before choosing to invest in this fund or any fund, because they will be able to look at the suitability of the investment objective, risk profile, overlap ratio, and the allocation factors before suggesting you funds. So if you need professional guidance and you need some extra help, it's better if you consult with a certified financial planner. Then it's better if you choose to invest in it with a professional guidance.
And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.